The man was shocked to discover that everything he drew in his comic had become real. Just then someone rang the doorbell. His daughter rushed over to answer it, but standing outside were two strangers. The next second both the man and his wife were taken by national agents. Turns out John was a comic artist, but somehow the terrorist attacks in his comics had come true, and even set off explosions that killed many people. His wife insisted it was all a coincidence, but the director didn't believe a word of it. He claimed John staged the attacks to make money. His wife argued that John was a famous artist and didn't need money, but then the director dropped a bombshell. He told her that John had lost all his fortune in the stock market. John quickly tried to stop him from saying more, but his wife was already in disbelief, and the director didn't stop there. He said John hadn't just lost his own money. Even his co-workers had lost everything because of him. Hearing the truth made the woman furious. The director laughed watching her fall apart. She snapped and told him to shut up, but out of spite, the director exposed her secret too. It turned out Zoe used to work at a nightclub, and he had dug up several explicit photos of her. John broke down on the spot. He asked Zoe if it was true. Zoe said she gave up everything after meeting John, but John was still a suspect in the terror attacks. The director gave the order to lock him up. While transporting John, he suddenly saw that the villains he defeated in his comics were also here. From his co-worker, he learned those criminals were planning revenge. The co-worker arrested them before they could act. John realized the terrorists were following the storyline from his comics, so the national agents set a trap to catch them all at once. But the director wanted all the credit, so he banned John from taking part and locked him up again. But that was exactly what the terrorists wanted. Jack staged attacks based on John's comic to frame him. This time John wanted to use his comic to trap the terrorists, but that plan played right into Jack's hands. Jack captured two of John's co-workers. Meanwhile, the director had moved most of the agents to the bank, thinking the terrorists would strike there. But in reality, they had entered the agency and stolen nuclear weapons. John realized something was wrong and took action. When he reached the weapons vault, the nukes were already gone. Then the director got the news. The headquarters had been hit. On the other side, Jack had already armed the nukes. Soon Seoul would be turned into a nightmare. But just in time, John arrived. He found the bomb with the countdown already ticking. He shot the pilot to stop Jack from escaping by helicopter. Jack opened fire. John scrambled for cover. His co-workers arrived just in time. Jack ran out of bullets, and the two sides clashed. But the terrorists were no match for trained agents. They were quickly taken down. Just as John was about to shut off the bomb, Jack suddenly woke up and shot the control panel, then collapsed and stopped breathing. The bomb was seconds away from detonating. To protect the people, John loaded the nuke onto the helicopter and flew it out to sea. A massive explosion followed. Everyone thought John had died. Then one co-worker's phone suddenly rang. He answered it and heard John's voice. Turns out John had jumped into the ocean before the blast. In the end, John returned to his family and started a new life.